Let me see if I can see it.
Good evening, everyone from Johannesburg, South Africa. It's Shamila Ramjawan on the Red Corner chat. This evening, I get to speak to a really inspiring young man, I would say, called Courtney Jacobs, and he's in Pennsylvania, USA, and it's now 2 p.m. there, Courtney.
It is. It is. Thank you for having me as a guest today. I'm really excited to be here.
Welcome to the show. So everybody, Courtney is the founder and CEO of Courtney Wellness Companion, and we're going to get to know exactly what Courtney does, because I also want to know a little bit more. I recently met you, over the internet, over Zoom, over Teams meetings, etc. But I really want to get to know exactly what you do, because you are such an inspirational person. So do you maybe want to just take us through who is Courtney?
Sure. I'm actually trying to make sure that I can connect this. I'm looking on your page, and I'm looking for the live, and I don't see it. I see another.
It's actually on the Red Corner chat page.
Red Corner. Okay, let me find it. Let me see here.
Maybe I should also live stream on my page. Let me just have a look.
Red Corner, here it is. Okay.
Yes, we are live, so I'm just gonna.
Okay, there it is. Let me see if I can. How do I? Okay, there it is. Now I see where I can share it.
Yes, just share it as a watch party.
Okay. Share. I shared it in 2 groups that I admin, and now I'm gonna share it as a watch party on my main page.
And then just turn your volume down, otherwise you're going to get an echo.
Okay, gotcha.
Maybe I should also.
There we go. All right, am I clear? Can you hear me?
Awesome, absolutely clear. You sound as though you're right next to me.
Wonderful. No, this is a great opportunity. And as you mentioned, yes, I am in Pennsylvania in the United States, and it is just a little after 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, it's very interesting how you described the way that we met each other. It's I like to say, when you're on your mission and when you're on your purpose, you just kind of begin to align with people that are on their mission and they're on their purpose. And it's one of those things where it's like, we don't know each other, but we do know each other, because we're all about the same type of work and rolling up our sleeves and just helping people. So it's almost like you are a sister. It's like you are somebody that I know. Even though we just got to know each other, you guys, your ladies, have an amazing book, My Pink Stilettos, and I'm excited to read it. I'm excited. I've already ordered it, so I'm really looking forward to it. I met Dr. Larita first, and then I met Dawn. Maybe I met Dawn first. I'm not sure of the order, but my sister, Kim Jacobs, my sister-in-law, she was doing a live. And Larita was on speaking about the book and the book launch, My Pink Stilettos. And she said when she was talking, this is the 2nd year that I'm an ambassador for Real Men Wear Pink. So when she was talking, it made me think about my campaign. So I typed in the comments. I said, "Very nice. I'm an ambassador. Real Men Wear Pink," or something like that. And she was like, "Oh, my husband likes to wear pink too." And I was like, "Oh, that's fantastic." And I said, I'm an ambassador for that. So I actually help, raise awareness and raise money for people who have breast cancer. And we just kind of connected from there. And we kind of did a short meeting, and we said, well, why don't we collaborate? I live by 3 words, and I say them often: collaborate, synergize, and integrate. And the word synergize, I think I made that word up, because whenever I type it, it's not a word, but I do it all the time. I just connect with people, and I understand their vision and their mission and their heart and their mind. And if it aligns with mine, then we can run with each other, and we can kind of get something done together. So you asked, who is Courtney? So Courtney is, a father, I'm an uncle, I'm a son, I'm a PK. PK, for those that might not understand, I'm a preacher's kid. So I was raised in church. And a lot of the teachings that I received were biblically sound, understanding. Basically, you help people, you take care of people, and you allow someone else will take care of you. If you help somebody, you never have to worry about help. So that's kind of who I am as a person, and what I've evolved to being is somebody who just enjoys meeting new people and learning about people and what makes them unique, their family, their culture, their history, and then just being able to share and integrate. I love to be outdoors. I love to play sports, and I just enjoy meeting new people. I enjoy that a lot. So those are a few things about me.
I know you love to be outdoors because you posted something recently where you're running in the rain.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people don't run in the rain, but yeah, I think when I started running, it wasn't raining. So I do like to run, but I don't usually run if it is raining. But if it's not raining yet, and even if it's forecasted to rain, I still might be out there running, like, well, maybe there's a chance it won't rain. So yeah, I love to be outdoors, and I love to engage other people to do the same thing. It's just more fun when you have other people. So yeah.
I actually put a post on Facebook, I think it was yesterday or the day before, where I said people pray for rain, but when it actually rains, then they complain. The human being always has some excuse of some sort.
Oh my goodness, that is so true. And I raise my hand because I'm guilty of that. It's one of those things where it's like gratitude and appreciation, and just being able to just be more thankful. And like, I look out my window right now and I see it's a beautiful fall day. I see the sun peeking in, and it's a lot to be thankful for. Because it's the seasons are changing. Where I live, it starts getting cooler, and I like to be out when it's really hot. I like the sun and warm weather. And sometimes whenever the weather starts changing, mentally in my mind, I kind of go through this funk where it's like, I'm only going to be able to be outside for so much longer. But today is a beautiful day. So it's, you just take advantage of those days.
Courtney, before we go any further, my PA actually did the poster, and I saw Courtney spelt with Courtnee. And I thought there was an error. So can you just tell me the differences?
Yes. Wow. You know what? That's funny that it's funny that you asked that question, because we actually, as an organization, we decided to do that. And my thinking behind that was, my name is spelled with the EY. However, this solution is it's integrating technology. So the companion, the Courtney Wellness Companion, that is me. Like, I am I'm a companion to people. I had a prior business called Jake's Fitness, bringing fitness to you. And what I was doing with that company was I was helping people to get well. I was basically people's companion. What I found is that I could only help so many people myself. So right now, that second E represents technology. That second E represents what everybody's doing right now is this. Everybody is using cell phones, and I'm on an iPad and computers. So that second E represents a way to reach people without actually being there side by side. Because when I used to train my clients, I literally would do push-ups with them. I would do jumping jacks with them. So I would say, okay, we would be in the gym or wherever, and I would say, this is what we're going to do, but I wouldn't tell you to do it. I would actually do it with you. So I was actually working out with you. So if I was your trainer, I would actually be training with you, right? So if I have 5 clients, guess what? I was doing 5 workouts.
Oh my goodness.
Workouts. So obviously this is not sustainable. However, my mission in my heart is I want to help a lot of people. So that second E represents a technology that's going to allow us to be able to come alongside you, but we can come alongside a lot more people. So we separate me from the technology with that second E.
So who exactly are you targeting with the solution?
That's a really good question. Really, anyone who is interested in better health, anyone who is interested in losing weight, anyone who is interested in motivation, inspiration, accountability. We in the United States, we have, well, obviously we have a pandemic, but we also have like an epidemic as well, where even before COVID-19, many people were just not healthy. They just weren't well. We have a lot of people who were overweight, a lot of people who are struggling with poor health, a lack of energy, lack of motivation. And my background was pharmaceuticals. So I used to sell diabetes medications. Even before that, I lost my father to complications of diabetes. This was in 1999. So this was a very long time ago. And that kind of inspired me to want to learn about the body and how the body works. And I was fortunate to work for a company. It was a Danish company called Novo Nordisk. And I worked there for 7 years, and I learned about the body. I learned about diabetes. I learned about the medications. I used to sell insulins and other injectable medication. So in that course of time, I was able to transform my mind and transform my own body. I lost about 80 pounds, almost 100 pounds in that time period of me selling pharmaceuticals. I'm selling medications to help people, but the company actually had a very large sleeve for education, for prevention. And if you have diabetes, these are some things that you can do. Well, I didn't have diabetes, but I was overweight. And because I had the family history, I lost my father to diabetes. My mother was diabetic. You know, my father had a heart attack and a stroke. Grandmother, she foot amputated. They cut her foot in half, and her foot looked like this, my fist, and then they cut her leg. So they cut her foot in half like that, and it looks like this. And then they cut the same leg in half. My father-in-law, I saw him suffer through dialysis, and this disease, diabetes, was just ripping through my whole family. And I wanted to be the catalyst of change. I wanted to basically show my family and others that you can overcome this. First, it was just me. I was just like, you know what? I don't want this for myself. And I changed myself substantially. And people noticed it. A lot of people noticed it because I was always overweight, and really from the time of my youth to my early 20s, I always carried a significant amount of weight. And then, after I lost my father and, decided I wanted to be healthy, and I wanted to live, and I wanted to be able to, to take care of myself and my family. And then it just went from that to my extended family. And then I wanted to help a lot of other people. And this is kind of how I start my business, because I'm selling medications. And then I realized that medications are, in some cases, they're like a Band-Aid. They don't really get to the root of the challenge or the problem. So I create some solutions that can help people to create health, as opposed to reacting to disease or reacting to just being overweight and no energy, those kind of things.
So your programs, is it exercise and then you have diet plans, or do you just maybe want to take me through that? How does it work?
Sure. So it's a system, right? So that system includes exercise. So we're offering online training. It also includes eating healthy or cooking. So I have a partner, and I have partners that do all these different things. I have a partner who does keto cooking. Her name is Mai. She is amazing. She basically takes keto style eating, and she prepares meals. So she's going to do like live classes or live cooking shows where you can actually, from where you're at, you can pop open your computer just like we're doing right here, and she's going to cook with you. She'll basically let you know ahead of time what the ingredients that you need, and she cooks the meal with you live, and you guys have a chance to interact with each other. We have trainers. We'll do the same thing. The trainers will interact with you. They're going to do an online program with you, and these are daily. We have 2 plans. One plan is you'll meet with us once a week, the trainer, the fitness trainer, and then the chef once a week. So, and then the other plan will be twice a week. You'll meet with the trainer, and then twice a week you'll meet with the chef. And then this is all wrapped in our companion, which our companion system is a way we check in with each other, and that's via whatever way is best for you to communicate. We communicate with you back and forth on a daily basis, just to check in with you to make sure that you're on task. That task could be anything from taking a picture of a healthy meal that you're eating that day to how many daily steps are you getting in for the day. You set your own goal. We just kind of check in with you and engage with you. That can also include some challenges that we might do. It could be so many push-ups. It could be so many squats in a day. But it's just, or it could be what book are you reading that's going to help your mental health. It's a very holistic approach, and it's very different than a gym. We don't have anything against people that go to a gym, but a gym to me and to us, it's more transactional. You kind of go there and then you kind of come away. And then if you don't go back for a week, well, what are you doing those other days? Or however long. So we're basically going to be accountable with you, and we're going to kind of come alongside you like we're your walking partner. And we're going to go for a walk every day, because in order for you to be optimally healthy and to get to your goal, this is a daily thing, So that's what the companion does. The companion comes right alongside you and supports you and is your partner.
That is very interesting. And what is your success rate? Do you find that people are motivated and they just do whatever they're supposed to do? Do they stick to it diligently?
Well, that's a really good question. We've had a chance to do a pilot. So we haven't fully launched yet. Our website is in development right now. And then we're going to also have an app that's being developed as also. But we have had a chance to do a pilot program, and the experiences that we've got and the feedback that we've got were amazing. And to summarize them, they basically said that they love the accountability, they love the support, they love the community, they love being able to interact with the trainer and do the class, but also interact. They love being able to interact with the chef as well, and the meals were great. So that was kind of the feedback that we got. To answer the question that you asked, that's a really good question, because that's really the question that is got us to where we are at to create this companion. Is because people are not doing what you basically just asked. People are not being accountable. People are not sticking to their plan. So that's the reason why we decided to create the companion, is because we found that people who have a walking partner are just more likely to walk. It's just a fact. So this companion is your walking partner. It's going to come alongside you. Now you still have to have some skin in the game. Like, you still have to show up. Like, we're not going to come to your house and like shake you off the couch.
Yes.
like you have to literally, there's still something that you have to do. Like, you have to engage with us. We can only go off of your engagement. So what we basically say is that when someone is ready, they're ready. If someone is not ready, then it doesn't matter what the solution is. It's not going to work. So it's still, on the other end of it, you still have to basically say, you know what, I need help. I need help with my wellness goals, and I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to go through this journey, with the support.
And also, they're paying for it. So, I mean, if you're paying for something, obviously you have to get some benefit out of it, correct?
$100. However, you there?
Is it my signal or is it yours?
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
I don't know. Can you hear me though?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. Well, I was going to answer your question to people pay for it. So we actually have a questionnaire, because we want to qualify people. So the last thing we want to happen is for somebody that's not ready to come into this, and it's not going to work for them. So we qualify you, and you got to qualify us as well, our program, and it has to be the right match. So if the person, if your motivation is on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 10, 10 being extremely high, 1 being extremely low, if your motivation is only 3, then this might not be the program for you right now. And that's okay. When your motivation is maybe a 6 or higher, then that's going to let us know that you're going to do those things that we're going to ask you to do. Because there's no sense in you having a motivation of 3 or lower, but you have money, so I want to pay for that. No, it's not going to work. and then it's gonna reflect on our program, and it's not. It's you're just not willing to do the work at the moment, and that's okay. So you have to figure that out. That's something you have to figure out before before you come through.
I can see you're very passionate about what you do. So you spoke about collab over everything. Do you maybe would just want to take me through that?
Yes, yes, that is very exciting to me because this is something that is so new to me. So being in the health and wellness space, well, I'll go back to when I used to work in pharmaceutical sales. I used to have colleagues that used to sell competing products. And I never understood. So I would take the doctors and samples, medications, like sample insulin so they could try it with patients and stuff like that, or for patients that didn't have insurance or, whatever, however they decided to use the samples. And I used to bring my samples in, and some of my competitors, they would like move my samples out the way and put them to the back, you know. And then like if I would see them walking in the doctor's office, they would not talk to me, or they would talk about me to this office staff. And I just never understood why people like, and this is the way my mind was, okay, at that time, there's so many diabetics who need medication. I just kind of felt like if you sell a competing drug that's competing against my drug, well, there's so many people that need the medications at this moment. They're going to need some of yours and they're going to need some of mine, right? That's just my mentality. Like, even like in health and wellness or fitness, like I collaborate with a lot of trainers. In fact, I just met this lady who's amazing. Her name is Tashi Fitness. She does fitness. Well, I found her and I'm collaborating with her with this breast cancer awareness. We're going to do this jump rope challenge. To me, it's a wonderful thing. Now, I could do jump rope challenge myself, but why would I do jump rope challenge myself whenever she's doing a jump rope challenge? So what I do is I say, I want to partner with you. Can we partner with each other and do this together? See, this doesn't always happen. This way of thinking is not normal, but it needs to be more normal where you collab over everything. That means collaboration is just more important because we can get so much more done together than we can apart. And that's where that thinking comes from.
That is so important. I always believe in collaboration because you never know what the other person has in terms of skills as well that you might not possess.
And that's exactly how I'm building my business. This business that's being built right now, I actually have two partners that are in Nairobi, right in Africa. I have two business partners. One is a Zumba instructor, and the other one is a I said Zumba. Yeah, one is Zumba and one is yoga. And I have a partner that's in Chile, and we have partners, all over the United States. And I believe the more that you can collaborate, and I think there's something special about collaborating with people that are far away from you, because the further you get away from you, it's almost like you get different types of ideas that are far away from you, right? Far away from the way you think, And my team right now, we're very diverse. We're mostly women because it just seems like women are kind of dominating the health and wellness, the nutrition, the fitness, the whole getting my body and my mind healthy. It seems like women are dominating that area. So a lot of my team are women, and they understand, and it's a very diverse group of people. And I think that's powerful when you can get different people, because they have, like you said, they have different ideas and different ways that you might not be thinking of.
I totally agree with you. So just being the ambassador for Real Men Wear Pink with the American Cancer Society, what brought about that involvement?
A lady I know asked me to be an ambassador. That's it.
It has to be a lady, right?
I don't know that it has to be a lady, but it happened to be a lady. This lady, her name is Yolanda, and she might even be watching this. And she approached me about this. I was a part of a networking group, and she approached me about it, and I was like, I'm not sure, and I didn't do it the first year. And then I think she approached me about it a second time. And I don't have anybody in my family that has breast cancer. So maybe that might have been a reason why I didn't engage the first time she asked me, because I was like, well, my mindset was kind of like, I usually only get involved in things that like I have an attachment to, like say diabetes. Like if it was something related to that, toward the cure, or people are riding their bikes for a cure, I could get involved in that because that's something I'm passionate about, and because it impacted me personally. But this was something that I didn't have no attachment to it. But then when she asked me the second time, I said, you know what? Why not do it? Because it's going to help somebody. And what I saw was it seemed like that this was something that was impacting a lot of people. So I said, you know what? It doesn't impact me and it doesn't impact my family, but it's obviously impacting a lot of people. And why don't you believe this? Shortly after I got involved, I found out that I had a sister who had cancer. Now she didn't have breast cancer, but she had another form of cancer. And then I was like, wow, you know, now I'm involved in this thing, and you know, I find out that I have a family member that has cancer. I thought that was unbelievable, because I'm like, wow, so now I have somebody in my family that's impacted by this. So it's almost like I can be maybe more motivated or more engaged, or it could just be more personal. That's probably the best word to describe it. So yeah, so
So
she
what
invited
is,
me to be a part. Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so she invited me to be a part of it, and I really didn't know what I was being a part of, but what I understood was that I don't mind engaging people and connecting with people, and just promoting something that's bigger than me.
That's wonderful. Well, you're doing such a great job. So what is your goal with this initiative?
Well, you know what? That's a really good question, because I have a goal, because I have a campaign, and I think it's like $2,500. They asked us to raise that. Each Real Men Wear Pink ambassador. What I found out is that this was like earlier this week. I think Yolanda sent out a message that we were like $500 from our total goal, which I think our total goal might have been for Harrisburg, my area. I think the total goal might have been like $60,000 for all the men that are a part of Real Men Wear Pink. We were only like $500 away. So we might already have achieved our goal. But for me, like I don't like to think in terms of goals, like in terms of like I need to hit this mark. I just like to just go out and help people, and people can support however they want to support. I don't like to put pressure on people, and I don't like to put pressure on myself. I just like to say, you know what, if you're moved to help, if you're moved to support in any way, support can mean liking a post, a support can mean sharing a post, support can mean getting a jump rope and joining me in the missions or the different things, the activities that we're doing. Support can mean so many things. Support can mean donating $1. Support can mean so many things. My my belief is if you can push off positive energy, and if people can duplicate that, even if you help someone else, like that could be another way that you support. You might say, Courtney is inspiring me to help somebody else, and you might go and help somebody else. To me, that's if you do that, and even if I never see it, I don't need to see it, because if it inspired you on the inside to smile at somebody else where you might have not felt like smiling, even if it inspired you to smile, or you might see me jumping rope and you might say, oh, he looks funny doing that. I don't care if you laugh. I don't care what it is. If it makes you happy, if it makes you feel good on the inside, if it motivates you to do something that you might have been dragging your feet about, then I'm happy about that.
You seem like such an inspiration and a real out of the box thinker. Who or what inspired you to think that way?
Right.
I hope it's not a trick question.
Yeah, no, it's not a trick question. Um, you know what? I always go back to my father. And I think seeing him as a pastor and seeing him interact with people the way that he did, and he always had a smile, um, that inspired me. And I know things were not always easy for him, and he was a very hard worker, but he was always optimistic. He always worked. He always worked. I mean, when I say he worked, I mean, he worked with his physical hands, and he always had us building. We were always building the church, fixing the church, knocking down this building, moving bricks. You know, no matter what we were doing, where we were playing sports, football or basketball, whatever, we come home from school, we come home from football practice, we go right to the church, and he has us holding boards up, and we're doing some physical work, you know. So I seen my father work so hard with his hands, and then I seen him work so hard with his heart, you know, towards just helping people. And then I take that and I say, you know what, how did he do that? And, you know, I have to just say, I believe it's the Father, my Savior. He gives me the strength to do this. He gives me the strength to want to just keep helping people. And, you know, I'm one of those kind of people to whereas I've worked in corporate America, I've worked in, you know, and I've worked for myself. And it's, I know who I am. I'm better at working for myself than working for a corporation, because like you said, I do things a certain way. I don't always see things the way that the norm. I'm actually one of those kind of people to where it's like, I'm going to ask, like, why do we do it this way? Can we do it? Can we try this way? Because this way might work. Some people don't like that because they're systematic and they just want to stay working in a system. I just believe in finding the most optimal way for you, you know, and then from there, you know, working in corporate America and then stepping out and doing my own business, you know, I had a chance to work doing both at the same time. I was working for a corporate, but now I was also working part-time, you know, for my own self. And then I ended up just going and just taking a dive and just working for myself. And I loved it. I loved it.
It sounds like all of us these days just doing multiple things at once. I don't know where we get the energy from, but we just do it, right?
That's it. That is it.
So are you looking forward to this weekend for book launch?
I am. I'm super duper excited. You know, from what I've had a chance to learn from your colleagues, your co-authors, very inspirational people. You know, I know the book is going to be awesome because I've gotten a chance to know you all more and more, like almost every day. You know, seeing Stacy doing her things and Dr. Larita doing her things, and you know, some of the others just being able to. Every Monday we've been doing the Make a Move Monday, and just getting the chance to just get to know everyone. And I'm just so humbled and so blessed to be able to just to be in the same area. You know, I don't even know. It's just amazing how it all happened so fast. You know, but I'm definitely excited. I'm looking forward to it. And you should also know, you probably know this, but we're going to raffle off your book as well as one of the raffle items for anyone who donates to the Real Men Wear Pink Harrisburg. If anyone donates there, we're going to raffle off your book. We're going to be raffling off some other items as well for some other people that we've collaborated with. And it's just going to be really nice. You know, I'm excited.
I'm really excited about it. I mean, it's 17 women from 5 different continents across the globe. It's amazing. So looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to reading the other inspirational stories as well, because I think, you know, everyone has this amazing story. They come from diverse backgrounds and all put together in just one book. That's going to be incredible.
I think that's a fantastic idea. I think, you know, it's one thing for, I mean, each of you could have just done your own, you know, autobiography, but I think it's even more impactful and more powerful that 17 of you were able to come together and then to bring that all together. So to me, that's almost like a buffet of life. It's a buffet of inspiration all in one room, you know. So I think that's wonderful. I don't know who came up with this idea. Who came up with that idea? Who came up with the idea to collaborate that? I think that's wonderful.
It's actually Dr. Larita. She is the lead author.
Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, I understood she was the lead author, but I didn't know if that was whose idea. I just didn't know whose idea that was. No, I think that's wonderful. You know, I was thinking about like my team, and I heard you on a prior interview was talking about books, and I actually have 2 book titles right now. I won't share the book titles right now because the books are not ready. And one of the books I've only just started writing, but I just right now I understand that I'm building this business, so I really can't write the way that I want to write. The time is going to come when I can write. I started writing a little bit, but then this started happening, and this is really taking my focus. And then, but when I heard you two speaking about writing the book, I started thinking about like my team, and I'm like, we should collectively write a book, because this is not like
Yes.
the Courtney Wellness Companion. It's not my companion. I just happen to be the ideas of the companion are me, because this is what I did before. However, adding these other people to my team, they're actually shaping this diamond. They're actually shaping this thing that we're making that's going to be beautiful. But I like the idea of that, and it would be nice to do something like that, where you're writing something that would integrate from multiple people, because it's the same thing as having a business, and you have different ideas. You know, everyone has a story, and being able to share how they got to this place through their story, that's powerful, I think.
I think a lot of people don't know, but I'm also a published author. I published a book in 2011, Marketing Tools and
Oh, wow.
Strategies, which is actually on Amazon.
Oh, wow. That's
Yes.
fantastic. Marketing tools.
Yes,
You said?
that's my passion. And also I, collabed with this book now. I'm not the co-author. I'm actually an ambassador, one of the 4 ambassadors for the book, because I just didn't have time to put something together. So I said to Dr. Lorita, do I have a choice? And she says, okay, fine, you can be the ambassador.
Well, that book that you mentioned, the marketing book, I need to see what that book is, because where we're at right now with our business, we're going to be marketing this in a different way. Well, I won't say a different way, but we're going to be using a lot of social media, because that's where everyone is at. So we're going to be doing a lot of online marketing. So I would be interested to learn more about your book and some of the techniques that you're sharing or teaching or promoting, because that's directly where we're at right now. We're going to be looking to market our product and our solution.
I don't think it will be, because it was 2011, so it's really outdated right now. So it's more the traditional old methods, yes. So don't waste your money.
Oh,
Just
oh.
Other
Okay,
authors want to come on board and market themselves and sell. I'm telling you, it might just be the wrong book.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
I can send I can send you something. I'll send you a copy, electronic copy.
Okay. Well, are you doing anything right now that's more marketing related for this time?
I'd love to, but I'm busy with my with another book. But that's just motivational quotes. I've written over 350 quotes already, so I want to put that into a diary. So I'm busy with that. I don't want to let tell too much about it, but that's really exciting. And that is a project that I was meant to do 5 years ago. But I always believe when the time is not right, it won't happen.
Right.
The time is still not right because I'm still so busy. So definitely that's going to come out. And then I also have another book in mind. That's going to be the 4th book. Yeah.
So what is your number one priority right now? Like for me, it's the companion, the Courtney Wellness Companion. That is my primary focus right now. What is your primary focus?
Okay, I have 4.
Oh my gosh.
It sounds ridiculous having 4 as number one. So I'm actually a lecturer at the University of South Africa, a business management lecturer. That's my day job.
Okay.
I have a business. It's a global business, and I have the Princess D menstrual cup as one of my products. That's global. Okay. And then I have a foundation where I do a whole lot of community work. And then I'm doing my academic DBA. So yeah, I've got a lot on my plate at the moment, but we still juggle in and we try to actually inspire and motivate others. And that's how I actually brought about the Red Corner Chat.
Well, you know what? You're an inspiration. Dr. Lorita is an inspiration. And we're on a messenger chat group and we're communicating. And my sentiment is quite simply this. I believe when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you will connect with people that you're supposed to connect with. And for me, speaking with you've already achieved a lot of things that I'm kind of working towards. So it's an honor to be able to sit down and speak with you and to just get some nuggets from you. It's really an honor, and I'm really humbled by the opportunity. And if there's any way that I can serve or help or partner or anything like that with you to help with any of those things that you're doing, because you're doing a lot. I mean, I'm only really doing one thing. I mean, I do other things, but I asked you the question. I said, what is your main thing? You said 4. I said, my main thing is only 1. So I'm still getting to this level where I can be at that, because I'm not at that level, you know. So it's a great learning opportunity for me. But I understand when you learn, you know, when you have a chance to learn from somebody, you roll up your sleeves and you help them. Like I was telling you, my father, he made me do it. Hopefully you don't make me do it, but my father literally made me have to work, and I learned so much from him because when I work with him, you know, and when I work with him, he did not pay me to work. I work with him. He gives me nuggets, life. He teaches me, you know, how to be a man, and then in exchange, I work for him, you know, and that's just kind of how it is. And, you know, if there's any way that I can help you or support you, and I'm not looking for anything in return other than the fact that I understand if I'm working along with you or near you, I'm going to learn some things. Those things that I learned, that's worth value, right? So that's just, yeah, any way that I can help and support in any of your initiatives, I'd be happy to be a part of it.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. And likewise, if there's anything that I can do to help you as well. So in terms of marketing, I will definitely help you. You've reached out to the right person. So let's see how we can help you in elevating your business as well.
Awesome. That is fantastic. Thank you.
It's only a pleasure. It's something that I love doing. It's my passion. So,
Wow.
What's your final words? I know you have to go to a meeting now, and we've gone way over time. I could speak to you forever. So,
Oh, thank you.
What's your final words? I mean, we've got a whole lot of South Africans. We've got a whole lot of Americans watching this right now. What's your message to them?
My message is to find yourself. Find yourself, understand who you are, be comfortable in who you are. And, you know, if you're uncomfortable with something, it's okay, because your discomfort is your growth. So everyone talks about comfort zone. It's okay to get out of your comfort zone, because once you get out of your comfort zone, this is the place where you grow. So be yourself, be true to yourself, and it's okay to get uncomfortable, because discomfort is going to bring you growth. Everyone is unique. Everyone is beautiful. Everyone brings something special to the table. It's just a matter of you accepting that and moving forward with it. And you know, just be yourself unapologetically. That's a big word right now. Everyone is using the word unapologetically. Just be yourself, and wonderful things will happen. So
love that. Great messaging coming from you, Courtney. So how can one get hold of you?
Yeah, so you can get a hold of me on Instagram. It's Courtney with 2 E's _ wellness companion. I'm also on Facebook, as my name is written, Courtney Jacobs. And then you know, admin a couple communities and on Facebook as well. So those are the ways that I'm you know, I'm socializing with people, mainly on social media. And a lot of it is just inspiration, motivation, support, and accountability, you know, one shape or form.
Courtney Jacobs, thank you so much for coming on board and chatting to me on the Red Corner Chat. I'm going to meet you right here on my screen on Saturday, where we launch our book, My Pink Stilettos, and I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. Thank you so much. Thank you. Blessings.
It was a lovely chat. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. Bye.